Okay, so let me just say real quick that um, OBS, no matter what I do, every time I click on OBS, this it slows down. It's a little choppy, so we're gonna see how this goes. Um, hey Douglas. Um, I don't know. There's not much more I can do in the terms of hardware, but let's just give it a shot. So, I was playing this last night. Hey, Kristen Blackville. I was playing this last night, and without OBS running, fantastic. So, just kick it right off. Hey, well, rated overrated X Douglas.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Okay. I'll look at the audio in a second. I wanted to make sure that I could be heard over it though. And I will say, when I booted this up last night and I started like making sure that it would work, yeah, I was like thinking of Oblivion. That was the first thing. Before he starts talking. Monster. Try this. You guys gotta help me out. I can't listen to the radio, Basically, you're telling me you better make sure that your streams get copyright protected, and like, that doesn't make sense. If anything, you know, I'll be looking for a mod. That's ridiculous. I'll be looking for a mod to turn that off.
Awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Let's do.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Oh, okay. There's some things out of place. Definitely is. I had like such a rush of nostalgia when I fired this up last night. I was just like, okay, I gotta do this. Yeah, I like it. I actually really dig that style. Good, just go with it.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that matters.
Sorry about that, Q.
Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
No, Douglas is unmodded.
Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
I want to enjoy the game. I haven't played it in like forever. I can't even remember all this stuff.
Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
I guess he had to finish talking. I did install the script extender so that I could install one tweak so that I could have a windowed full screen mode. So that way I can alt tab over to OBS. Oh, I know, Black. Oh my god. Okay, so the guy was squealing. Like, it was seriously. Anyways, a doughboy. Yeah. Strength and endurance. Well, usually works out well for me. In Vegas is a little different though.
Look at that. Maybe them bullets done your brain some good. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
Can you see the choppiness? It's a slight choppiness, like a stutter.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House. Night. Bandit. Light. Mother. Sometimes when you give tests like this, you learn more than you was hoping for, and I reckon that ain't always the best thing. But I guess maybe it explains a thing or two about your predicament. Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one, conflict just ain't in my nature. I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention. I'm slow to embrace new ideas. I charge in to deal with my problems head on. Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see. Okay, how about this one? Last one.
Okay, to me, it's two sumo warriors, like getting ready to fight. That's not an option of that. I mean? Like, they're high-fiving. Yeah, two bears high-fiving. That works, too. Oh, it's even better as two bears. Don't they look like they know martial arts? Like, those bears are tough.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
No, we're gonna change whatever anyways. Oh, I got the guns right, though. Oh.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Hey, George. Come on. Okay, wait. Do I only suffer -2 when my health goes down? Or do I suffer -2 all the time? Hey, Mr. Bot. I'm Kamikaze. Oh god, no. Huh. 383 6884. Eight. Oh, definitely. Definitely Wild Wasteland. Okay. Yep, that's me. Alright, let's do it.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Oh yeah, no. I'm gonna do everything I can to get perception all the way.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. It was my wife's. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
I thought I'd kick in the head. Oh my god, that's so cool. It's been so long. Okay, but 383 684. Kind of nice. I put the Pip-Boy on and know that it's paused in the background. No. Right. Isn't this the infinite one? Like, I can just drink from it all the time. And the men who try to kill you. I think that's a plan. It just sucks though because like no matter what I do. As soon as I kick in OBS, it just starts slowing the game down. I tried lowering the game settings. Doesn't matter. Just the CPU starts to bug out. So, of course it has. How's the volume now? Is the volume better, guys? Is it better balance? You know it. Because I've never actually met her before. I just found out her after the fact. So I'm just really excited. I didn't realize there were all these companions every time I played it. I never did the DLC.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thank you for doing.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
Okay.
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
I like Paratrons. Okay.
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any. I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
I miss you, Victor.
Happy trails!
We'll see you later. Of course it has.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you? The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say. Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now, we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners. Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it. Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out. Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Primm don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away. They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them. The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory. Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered. The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here. like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
They keep telling me to go.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
What the talk about though?
If you're looking for supplies, Chet over at the general store can help you out.
Cars. Hey, seriously, it's been so long. I have no idea.
See the sarsaparilla bottles on
Go
the
ahead.
fence there?
Yeah?
Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
I mean, okay.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help you. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles.
Actually,
Tell you what. I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
I mean,
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
it says for the bottles. Only.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way. Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
had like, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna make all the same decisions. I remember because it's been so long. I don't even remember. But the thing that I remember the most was how much of a pain in the ass it was to get power armor.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
I forget about how like
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
VATS. I use VATS. I make builds for VATS. They didn't want us to use VATS. I'm gonna put it in. Oh god.
Ah, hell's bells. There's not a day passes by I don't tell people not to come here by themselves. Some people, your word just isn't good enough for them. Then this happens. Well, it's a part of life out here. Best to accept it. But you did what you promised, staying out here with me. Here's my end of the deal. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
You see them on the left side right there?
Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
I'm gonna have to go back over this and rewatch it and performance issues. What the. Because this is a bit much for the. I'm gonna pick up like a little high five or something. Journal video. I'm use it to stream with the Hauppauge. Just run everything through the eye. Drop it down. Honey and I mean, I don't remember what either of. Oh, jalapeno. Either one. What? Okay, where is the plant I'm looking for? That's... Elsa really does want me to go inside. Let's go. Yes, I'm playing on PC. And it's you know, it's causing some issues. Like, it plays fine as long as I'm not streaming, but the two together are a bit much. So, I mean, you know, I was seeing a lot of lag. I can't exactly watch YouTube and watch the critters coming at me at the same time. There's a lot of frame drops. Like, let me know what's going on. And then we'll see what I need to do to fix this. And I might just, like I said, I might just hit Craigslist up or something like that and look for like an i5 game. And oh, oh boy. Like I said, I'll go back over and watch it once while I'm at work or something. I think I've been looking for just like, I don't know. You know, I'm pretty much through the red line of Fallout 76. We got a few things to wrap over there, and then it's just getting kind of repetitive until they get a DLC. So I didn't know what to do, and then I was just like, duh, New Vegas. Hey. Right. Wait. Oh, really? Oh yeah. It's the whole game. I've never done the DLCs before. Oh. So this is like this. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm not gonna stream tomorrow. I'm thinking Wednesdays and Thursdays. Like I said, I haven't played this game in so long. I have no idea what's going on. I just remember bits and pieces. Remember Boone? Boone was my companion. You gotta realize the first time I played this, I was just like a Fallout noob. This was my first Fallout game. So I'm kind of like the courier in that. I remember some things, but brain's a little. Hey, what that is? An SSD. An SSD will breathe life into your old computers like nothing else. Oh my god, it sent me back over here. $140 really, it's not that big of a deal. 140 bucks. Get a Western Digital blue SSD. You can get the regular one, you 3D for that price, or the 3D for that price. That's what I have. Oh my god. Yes. Get out of there. That's something you never forget. God, I run faster. You can find them on sale. 1 terabyte. And these are laptop ones, so I have one in the PS4 as well. Oh, totally. Yeah. You might as well do it. I mean, you're gonna have to do it anyway. It's just 1-2 punch. And now with the new OS, it's running so well. Like, I couldn't get the Bluetooth adapter to work until I reloaded the operating system with this SSD. And suddenly I could get all kinds of things to work that I couldn't get to work before. And there you am. Be careful with SSDs though, because if you get, really, if they're too big, oh, scheiße. They're too big. They can fail on you. The technology isn't there yet. So. Recommend more than a terabyte. A 1 terabyte would be solid, unintended. They seem to not move around as much as like, oh my god, 1.4 and 76? Good luck. I feel like I can take my time with it. Oh, missed that one. Ugly though. Oh my god, they've always done such a great job of making it horribly ugly. Oh, that sounded horrible. Come on. Oh. On his way to the castle. There's another settlement. Need your help. No. Oh, you know what we should do? It's 19th time. I could never go Legion. I could never go Legion. And by the way, if you all have not seen Nuka Break, especially Nuka Break the series, you're good. Shut up. Press hate. Nuka Break, the short film, like, they didn't really have the budget. Ben is a ghoul. He doesn't look that great. When Nuka Break, the series, comes in, they actually have some money, and the ghoul special effects start to get good. It falls apart once you see some power armor, but they do an amazing job. The acting is great. The characters are... the vault that Twig is from... area is just like I came up with a cool little story for the vault. There's a lot of character. And then there's Tybee. So okay, that sound effect, the little, and the music back there, like, I thought I remember. I thought you were there. Okay.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Like, seriously. I just... She's looking at me like that for.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Oh, I got my first serum recipe in Fallout 76. Earned it the proper way. 17,500 caps. I paid for it. The first of many. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with stuff like that. I just want to play the game. I know that. The only thing I had to fix was the silly alt tab. Oh, and I did this thing. It's called Bethany. Like to fix up your INIs. INI, Bethany. I thought I found that little thing to optimize your INI. That's all they've done. But I had to have the script extender for the one tweak. It's pretty much set up for everything at this point. Got the script extender going, and I mean, at this point, like, if I was gonna do anything, it would be like an END. Like, what is it called? Blackout? Is that the name of it? I think that's the one that I was thinking. Alright, let's go to the local. Okay. Battle Royale.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out. Hey.
Yeah, all this stuff is new to me.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Oops, oh. No, Blackout. I think there's an ENB that's for New Vegas. And it's supposed to really change the colors and the tones of the game. That I would be interested in.
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Powder gangers. That's cool. Okay. I don't want to...
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Ask.
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. All right.
I don't. Oh, yeah.
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected
Yes,
a few
are.
rounds on the
Wolverine.
house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
I don't care about your radio.
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the Strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the Powder Gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman. I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me. It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before. It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy. Fine by me. I'm sure I've got something you like.
Human survival, right? Oh, you like that? Oh, that's right. You can do that. You like those bullet sponges?
He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder Gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there. Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Primm, unless they're in desperate need of supplies. There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam. The New California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin. Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Well, wait a minute. The courier has been working. Like, is it like the premise is because you got shot in the head? That, like, no, all
I'm
this stuff
pretty sure
again?
the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something. Be careful out there.
Howdy.
Have it? Yes. Oh. Hold on. Oh, that's kind of nice too. Oh. This is the wisest one to pick at this, especially at the beginning, because it's just gonna make the most over the course of the game and all. Hello. Keep expecting there to be a loading screen and it's like tripping me out. Like, okay, I'm gonna go out the store and I'll get like a 5-second browse. No, I'm still, I guess I still need. Oh no. I mean, yeah, but. What are you going to bed for?
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that. Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work.
Hey, SP, what's going on?
Not at all.
Sweet.
I'm never sure how much is normally charged for this sort of thing. Here's some additional caps. That should be enough. Now, how about spending some of those caps in the saloon?
Whoa. How about go back?
Be careful out there.
Howdy. If you're looking for supplies,
you were
Chet
the
over
guy
at
at
the
the
general
bar.
store can help you
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Sorry, no. Alright, those are good conditions on me. But that's never gonna be a problem with that canteen. I'm only need -1. So. Can I? Can I cook things? I mean, we made 8 at the campfire, but. Just. Look 'em up. Yes, it's like years ago. It's been terribly long. Go. Yep, fair enough. Oh, he's a gas station. This is a gas station. Oh.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
No.
It's a two-player game, and the winner takes the whole pot. You build a caravan using the cards in your deck. The goal is to create caravan bids that beat your opponent's bids, so there's more strategy than luck involved. It's why you won't see Caravan in any casino. Too slow-paced. And more importantly, no house edge. Here, take this holotape. It goes into more specifics about the rules. You'll also need a deck, so take one of my spares. So, you feel like playing a game?
I mean, yeah.
Don't worry. I'm not that good of a player.
He played one. How do we do this? I've never played this actually. I remember like forgetting forget those. Or no. Oh my god. That sucks. I don't even understand what's going on. Oh, here we go. Fucking A. up? Hey. Try that. Oh, what the hell is this? That was weird. I really don't know what's going on. What? This is... Right. 21, the number to get then? Text is what you want? Oh. What? Why didn't that go 10? Oh, yeah. Oh, 'cause it's already 8 in there, huh? Tiny. Fuck. Okay, so 26 is the number I'm trying to hit on each one of them. That's certainly... Thank you. What over here? Yes.
What is it? Yeah, he doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. All I've got left on me are a handful of caps, but you get me out of this and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back. You've got my word.
I don't know what that is, but...
We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board... Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Yeah, I like... Hey, what's up, still? Yes. Oh, maybe even tomorrow. Is this weekend when you have free? Oh no, tomorrow I have to do... Yeah. I know. I mean, I'm gonna stream 76 and... Oh! That kind of sucks. But, Friday would be better. I finished one project that...
Howdy.
Kind of in between.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer? Say no more. I'm in.
Oh.
Just like that. I have a feeling that I'm going to end up fighting those guys one way or another, so I might as well get it over with. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great. A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help. I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him. Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about explosives before you handed it over.
Oh, crap.
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can. Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these. Oh. Well, go ahead and keep the stuff I gave you anyway. It'll be more useful to you than me. I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in.
It's not like there's...
Sure, what do you want to know? Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town.
Prim.
The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot. The new California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice. Well, the wildlife for one thing, rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too. Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited. Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Good Springs. The critters up there are big and poisonous. If you want to know anything else, just ask. I'll be waiting.
So I'm gonna have like a explosives check to get through Pete.
Howdy.
Oh my god, I remember this place now. Oh my god, I came in here and stole everything on my plate. This is what these counters, this right here.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me.
Oh.
If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the Powder Gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
Yes.
Right. Just keep me out of it. Is there anything else? It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets. Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor. If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. The town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble.
That makes sense.
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. Can do.
I could sell. Oh. I don't want to.
Another satisfied customer.
Yeah, I'll be. Harder.
Take it easy now.
I don't need more. I'm gonna need more explosive. You know that's true. Go talk to him. Matthew Perry. Oh, Doc.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you? Sure.
That's not what I meant, Doc. Yeah, this one.
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. and my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare. That'd be Victor. Curious. He's real friendly, don't get me wrong. You just get the sense that that ain't the whole picture. Just a feeling. He keeps to himself, mostly. You want to know more about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. He has a shack on the southern edge of town. You take care now.
That was easy. But doctors are always cool about stuff, right? Okay. Oh, Nate, I don't want to talk to you.
Hello.
Whoa.
Howdy.
I'd never jump up like that when somebody wakes me up.
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way. Yup. Bad trouble. Welcome. Yup.
I don't like it though. Points and explosive. 5 points in explosive, 5 points in barter. And I can get through most of this. What am I doing as far as? Something. Just a little bit. Oh, there. So that's okay. Wow. Oh my god, this is extensive, isn't it? I guess about A1 played on the ace phase removes all phase except cards and hard. Oh wow, the direction and the suit. Wow, I am not ready to play that game. I was like, alright, let's just go back over there and see if Ringo wants a rematch, but I'm like, no. No, not after it. Okay, this is a good play. I'm gonna save and then... I'll go back over and see how it looks on the stream and stuff, but like... I'm a little choppy on... But this is too cool. Like, to be back in the... Wait, really? It's long since I've seen goods for... And then we have the karma system. Little Prim. Eddie? Oh, I forgot. Like, I'm just like remembering stuff. Eddie, we get to see Eddie. What's the dog? The dog that... Oh, wasn't it one of the kings? You have to do stuff for him and you can get this... Like a dog meat, but it's like a robot. Oh, it's been so long. Back in the lobby. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you had a good time. No stream tomorrow. The next stream will be... I need to figure out if there's any performance that I can do. Then on Saturday, in the morning, then it'll be, you know, the Lone Wanderer playthrough of 76 that I'm doing, and then on Sunday we'll have the high-level content. But, yeah. Awesome. Have a great rest of the week, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.